What's happening, vinyl community? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you guys are when you're watching this. It's been a little bit since my last video, but I assure you it's worth the wait. I've actually got two unboxings for you guys today. The first one is a recent eBay pickup, and the second one is a little VCLT love from a friend in the vinyl community. So without further ado, let's get started. The first one is actually a random find on eBay, which I've had some good luck as of late with eBay. I had recently picked up a sealed 70s repress of this album and didn't expect to find an OG so soon, but a first pressing mono turned up on eBay from a seller that I had dealt with before and got it at a really good price. He had advertised as a VG++ copy, bordering on excellent, and the price was good, so I decided to take a chance on it. So this is the first time I'm going to get eyes on it. The only thing I have done is I cut the tape to save a little bit of time. So without further ado, let's get this party started. And already, if the cover is any indication of what the vinyl looks like, I'm going to be very happy. This is Blue Note 4110, the Horse Silver Quintet, the Tokyo Blues. Again, it's a first pressing mono. It features Blue Mitchell on trumpet, Junior Cook on tenor sax, Horse Silver on piano, Gene Taylor on bass, and John Harris Jr. on drums. This came out in, I believe, 1964. Comment below if I got the release date wrong. But all in all, looks really good. A little bit of edge wear, but I mean the front looks great, and the back cover, it's got a little bit of wear, but you know, a little bit of age to it. But that's about it. This is kind of interesting. I've never seen this before. The seller actually put the vinyl in a unmarked jacket of its own. That's kind of interesting. Never seen that before. Let's see here. Pretty dang clean, guys. Side one looks really good. Got a really nice glare off of the wax. Nothing that I can see apart from a few minor paper scuffs. Same thing there. A couple light paper scuffs. But all in all, guys, looks really awesome. And again, this is a first pressing mono. It's got the ear, the whole deal. So definitely happy with that one. And hopefully I'll be able to spin it a little bit later on. And now, the one I've been really anticipating. Before I open this, a little bit of a backstory. I actually, if you guys follow my channel, I've talked about this a couple times, but if this is the first time you've been on my channel, I'll just cover it one last time. So I had been out of the vinyl community for many, many years. Hadn't completely liquidated my vinyl collection, but in 2008 I walked away from it and just sat there collecting dust. And in early 2020, in the midst of the whole pandemic, I, like many other people, contracted COVID for the first time and found myself at home on quarantine and basically climbing the walls. Spent a lot of time looking on YouTube and that kind of thing, and slowly but surely I started finding videos from a couple different vinyl channels. The first one being Dylan at Noble Records, and from there, if you know how YouTube works, it'll say, you know, hey, watch this video, maybe you'd like this video. And that's actually how I came across the person who this box came from, Chris at Tunes from the Man Cave. I actually stumbled on his videos and started watching, and actually was really curious about one of the few jazz albums I had, so I had reached out to him. And after a few days, he contacted me back, and we got to talking and became friends, and we pretty much talk every day or every other day, and he's a really good dude, and I'm very happy to call him a friend. And we did a lot of exchanging back and forth, you know. Find a record, reached out to him, hey, do you want this, and vice versa. And a little while ago, he actually had reached out and said, you know, hey man, I've got a box for you all ready to go, and I'm going to be shipping out to you soon. And had a few things that I had purchased, and a few things he found for me. So this one I've been really anticipating. I was actually shocked I got it so soon. It was supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but it got here today. So I'm going to quit rambling now, and let's open this sucker up. And I have an idea of a few things that are in here, but I really have no idea of what he's found. So, Chris, I'm really looking forward to this, bud. I'm trying to be really careful here. Okay, first box is open. And of course, Chris being Chris. So if you follow his channel, he's done a couple unboxings from stuff that I sent him, and we have this back and forth joke about the fact that I tend to go a little bit overboard on my packaging. And he returned the favor. Thanks, bud. Hope you guys don't mind me not really talking, because I'm trying to be very careful as I open this. And Chris, just as you have said in one of your videos, no one will ever accuse you of not thoroughly packaging your records, sir. I promise, guys, I'll get there. All right. So, well, I'm going to be cleaning up a bit after this. God damn, Chris. There we go. Okay, so the first thing is actually a record that I had asked him to send him some money to help me with a purchase on. This is Judy Sill, self-titled, on Asylum Records. Supposed to be super clean. We shall see. Oh yeah, looks great. Awesome, awesome stuff. Really, really happy with that. Judy Sill is one that I didn't know a lot about, but I actually learned about through Dylan at Noble Records videos. And both her albums were really hard to find original pressings of. So when I saw this one, I definitely had to have it. So Chris, again, thanks for looking out for me, buddy. I greatly appreciate it on this one. The next one is a sealed 70s press of the first album that I showed you. So no need to worry about opening it. This is the Horse Silver Quintet, the Tokyo Blues. It's pretty damn cool to see an album this old still be sealed, and I will be opening it for sure, because there's no point in having a sealed record. There's really not. They're designed to be played and enjoyed. So yeah, definitely going to enjoy unboxing this one and being the first one to drop the needle on it. This next one was a huge grail for me that was dropped at Dylan's at Noble Records Jazz Soiree. He had picked up a whole bunch of amazing jazz records in a collection and kept quite a few, but there was some that he decided to put out, and I saw this in the drop video. Asked Chris if he'd be willing, since he was going up there, if I sent him some money, if he'd be willing to look out for me, and he came through. This is Lee Morgan, Sidewinder. This is an original mono pressing. Features Lee Morgan on trumpet, Joe Henderson on tenor sax, Barry Harris on piano, Bob Crenshaw on bass, and Billy Higgins on drums. The jacket, apart from a little bit of writing, looks really, really good. It's good solid seams. Come on, get out of there. You can do it. There we go. There's a winner. Wax looks really good. It's like a couple light hairlines. Apart from that, looks really good. My previous copy, I've had two other copies of this album. My first copy was one I had picked up through Slow-Lo Vinyl, and it played borderline VG+. My second copy was actually a Super Clean Liberty pressing, which now belongs to another mutual friend of the vinyl community. So I've been wanting another copy of this, especially an original. And now I've got one. So again, Chris, thank you for looking out for me, buddy. The next one is one that I had completely forgotten about. This is Grant Green's Nigeria on Blue Note. This was part of the Tone Poet series. Has been actually out of print for quite some time. I've been waiting for a copy of this album to come back into stock, and it never did. And Chris found this out locally. Tunes from Yankee found this out locally and picked it up. So Chris, again, thank you, buddy. I'm definitely looking forward to spinning this. From what I can tell, it's an awesome album, and I mean, again, I can't thank you enough for looking out for me, man. Oh wow, this one I was not expecting. This is Thelonious Monk, BST 81511, The Genius of Modern Music, Volume 2. This was not one that I knew about. Thanks, buddy. Not sure what pressing this is. Okay, it's one of the Direct Metal Masters, which sound absolutely amazing. I've had a few of those before. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. That's awesome, man. Thank you. Continuing down the line. This is an album that I had looked into an original pressing of earlier last year, and I knew Chris Tunes from Man Cave was looking for an OG, so I reached out to him. I listened to it, loved the album, but decided, you know what, give it to somebody who wants a little bit more, or would appreciate a little bit more. So he got it, was really happy with it, and I guess he had decided to send me his old copy, so here it is. Quebec, might as well be spring, featuring Freddie Roach, Milt Hinton, and Al Harewood. It's got the 47 West 63rd Street label. Oh, and there's a sticker in here somewhere. Oh, okay. Grab Records. This one I'm not familiar with what pressing this is. It's obviously a later one, but man, it's clean. It's clean as clean can be. It's a great album. It's one that I really liked, but it's a little bit slow for what I typically listen to. I tend to be more of a hard bop fan. So for me, this was one that I didn't mind partying with with an OG for a friend. So again, buddy, thank you. And this is another one that I was not expecting. So I had, late last year, I had looked into an original mono pressing of this album. Had found a non-jazz grail that I needed to come up with some money fast, and I knew Chris wanted an original of it, and worked out a deal, and it's getting ready to go out to him, but he had decided to go ahead and gift me his old copy. So again, Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Indestructible, featuring Lee Morgan, Curtis Fuller, Wayne Shorter, Cedar Walton, and Reginald Workman, and Art Blakey. And this sucker is sealed, which is an awesome surprise. I was not expecting this one, and I was especially not expecting it to be sealed. So, Chris, thanks, bud. I have a lot of cleaning to do. And this one is saving the best for last. So, in March of 2021, I believe it was 2021. Yeah, it was 2021. Chris had lucked into a couple of OG Art Blakey Blue Note titles. We had talked about it back and forth and everything else, and he knew how much I love this album, and he decided to gift me his old copy. This is Blue Note 4097, Art Blakey and the Afro Drum Ensemble, The African Beat. And this is a long lineup, guys. Features Art Blakey on drums, timpani, gong, telegraph drum, Solomon Allori on vocal, penny whistle, talking drum, Chief Bay on conga, telegraph drum, double gong, Montego Joe on Bombara drum, double gong, Corboro drum, and log drum, Garvin Masso on chicory, African maracas, conga, James Ola Fulani on conga, Robert Crowder on bada drum and conga, Curtis Fuller on timpani, Yusef Latif on oboe, flute, tenor sax, cowhorn, thumb piano, and Ahmed Abdul Malik on bass. Man, that was a mouthful. It's original stereo. Oh no, it's not. It is actually a original mono pressing. Wow. I am legitimately shocked. I was actually expecting that this was going to be a stereo. Chris, my dude, you surprised me again, man. And this sucker is clean as clean can be. It doesn't look like it's even had the needle dropped on it, but about a handful of times. This album actually is very special to me because my mother actually was gifted to be able to live around the world, and she spent a lot of her time in both India and Africa. She actually grew up in northern Rhodesia, which is now Zambia. And as I was growing up, she exposed me to a lot of African music. So I love, African drums and that kind of thing. I love albums like this. I absolutely love albums like this. And Chris, I know I said this a lot in this video, and you'll probably hear it a few more times, but I cannot thank you enough for your generosity, buddy. I really can't. It's this kind of care and generosity in the vinyl community. Just being able to find good friends who love music and love sharing music. That was a big reason why I came back. And this album has a good home now, and I'm definitely looking forward to spinning this. It's going to be a really fun night for sure. Again, Chris, thank you, buddy. I cannot thank you enough for everything you sent me, dude. I won't forget this. But hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing with me. If you like what you saw, please click like and subscribe. It's been a pleasure talking with you guys. There's a massive grail coming early next week that I will be unboxing with you guys. But until then, it's been a pleasure, and we'll talk again soon. You guys have a good one.